Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Focus Show. I'm your host, Trevor Roach. Today, I'm here with Dr. Lisa Spiller and Sylvia Weinstein Craft. It's nice to meet you guys. It's nice to have you guys on the show. Thank you guys for being here. First, I would like to ask you guys to tell me a little bit about yourselves so I can get a little bit of background information.
Okay, well, I'm a distinguished professor of marketing in the Luter School of Business. I retired, so I'm an emerita faculty member. And I spent 31 years at CNU, and I'm an author of textbooks and lots of journal articles. And so what we're going to talk about today is something that's not anything academic. So we're thrilled to be with you today.
Thank you, thank you. I bet the kids are happy about this episode.
And I'm delighted to be with you too. Please call me Sylvia. And I am with the Oyster Pointer. I've been doing the Oyster Pointer for 36 years now. And so this is a feature publication that is a business-to-business publication that's known throughout the community. And we're very happy to be here to talk about a project that we worked on together.
Okay, wow. So Sylvia, if you can answer this first question, how did you guys' friendship come about?
Well, I'm going to let Lisa take that because she loves to tell this story.
Okay, so it became, I met Sylvia first when I came to Virginia, and I had left a guest speaking network out in Kansas City when I was a professor out there. And I was teaching an advertising class. I needed to identify good guest speakers. And all the names that I heard, I kept hearing this person's name, Sylvia Weinstein, Sylvia Weinstein. And I said, who is this Sylvia Weinstein? And so I reached out to her. I invited her to come and guest speak to my marketing students. And she was a guest speaker in my class for probably nearly 30 years. Again, I've been there for 31 before I retired. So at least 28 of those years, she was a guest speaker in my class. And we became very good friends over this series of getting to know one another and realized that we were so much alike. And so our friendship really started to just grow out of our business relationship with one another.
And I was writing columns in the Oyster Pointer, marketing columns, and Lisa said to me one day, you know what? You should put these in the form of a book. And I smiled and I said, yes, that's a great idea. And Lisa said, when I retire, that's what we're going to do. And then Lisa retired and came to me and said, okay, it's time to do that book.
Wow, so that's how you guys' friendship turned into you guys publishing a book.
Yes.
Okay, so what's the name of the book?
Platinum Rules for Enjoying Life. And the book is named that, and we always, when we promote it and market it locally, we always tie a little ribbon around it.
A platinum colored ribbon.
Right.
Wow.
Because the book is actually meant to be a gift book. It's a book about how to enjoy life, the rules, 40 rules for how do you enjoy life, and how to make a difference in someone's lives, and how to live each moment to the fullest. And so the book itself is all about things that you probably know or have heard from your mom or grandparents or something and passed down the way, some advice or tidbits, but yet something that we all need to be reminded of. And that's what this book is all about. It's based on the columns that Sylvia's published, and we just embellished it, and we edited them and cut them down and put them into bite-sized pieces so that it's something that's a little less like self-help book, but it's uplifting and motivational and fun.
So that is the inspiration behind the book?
Definitely.
Okay. To motivate people. That's a nice book. What was the process it took to write and to publish this book?
Well, I went through many issues to pull the columns that had been written, copied them, pasted them, gave them to Lisa, and it was a voluminous stack, and Lisa did magic and pulled what she felt were exactly what we needed for enjoying life.
And that meant reading all of those columns and organizing them into different common themes. Like we have you look in the table of contents, our book has 40 rules, and it has 5 sections of the rule. And the sections are based on topics that all of us need to work on. Rules for self-improvement, rules for spending time, rules for enhancing relationships, rules for healthy living, and rules for enjoying the season. So all these rules, there's communality within each one, and themes, if you will, of how to enhance your life at any stage, at any age. And this is appropriate for all of us to live more fully and in the moment. And that's what this book helps us do.
Very inspirational. And it can call out what types of character traits you need to work on and all that stuff. I think that's very cool.
What was fun in putting the book together was to decide what color were we going to use and whether or not we wanted an image to go along with it. And so we looked at different colors and different patterns and the styles of the book and how it felt, and came up with what we think is a comfortable book. And once we found the chapters that we wanted, we thought, lots of books have images in them. Let's see what we could come up with. And so we came up with the dragonfly. And both of us have feelings for the dragonfly. For me, it's a reminder of my husband who passed away several years ago. When I see a dragonfly, I feel like Bill is watching me. And to Lisa, it means life. And so the dragonfly graces our cover and is on each page in the book.
Okay, wow. Does the color of the book have a meaning behind it?
Well, we felt like it just really, the blue and the platinum really went together well.
It does. It sure does. Well, that's amazing. Thank you. We're going to go to commercial break. We'll be right back. All right, we're back to the Focus Show with more questions. My first question is, why did you guys decide to layer the books into sections with themes for each rule?
Well, the content naturally came together that way. We wanted each rule in the book to have fit with a category. And so the sections really, we started thinking of enjoying life. What does that entail? It entails improving oneself. Well, what kind of goes under that? And enjoying how to spend time. And what goes under that? And so we started to come up with themes or categories, if you will, and then we wanted to limit the size of the book. We didn't want it to be a huge book, but we wanted it to be enough so that we felt that it was all-encompassing of what the rules would be for enjoying life. So we tried to keep it to 8 rules. And so example, when you talk about rules for healthy living, so you think about what goes into healthy living. Well, you have to eat healthy, you have to exercise regularly, get enough sleep. These are things that you started thinking, what goes into those themed areas? And that's how we came about with the different areas. Each rule has a message, but at the end of each rule, it also has a little takeaway. And the takeaway is going to be in bold, saying something like, take a break, something easy, something quick and easy to remember. And so that each of the 8 rules, variety is the spice of life, these are not hard things to remember. This book is not a textbook. This book is meant to be a make you feel good read, one that you'd put down and pick back up and read again and again and again.
And we hear from friends who take the book and put it beside their bed and read a chapter a night and think about what they've read and then go back to it. It really has been a wonderful gift book. And what we did was we put a page in just for that, so that people can give the book and sign it with an inspirational message as they give it. Moms love to give it to their children. We just love what's happening with the book because we see it moving as a good piece to learn from.
I may have to read this book with my mom.
Yes, you
I
will.
think she'll love it.
You betcha.
By your definition, what would you say is living a significant life?
That's a really good question. You think about it, and everybody might have a different feeling internally what makes living a life of significance. And I think that for most people, it would say that you live according to the golden rule, and you live according to taking care of yourself and the world around you, spending each moment on this planet to the fullest. Life is a gift, and this book helps you to enjoy that gift more fully and to make a difference and leave this world better than when you came into it. So
I would agree.
Leaving a mark.
I would agree and say the same thing that Dr. Spiller has said. For me, it's being positive, always finding something rosy and happy rather than any negativity. And I think that that's what life's all about. And I'm also interested in giving back for all that I have gotten. If I can do something to help someone else, that makes me really feel positive and happy.
So positivity is the key to life.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And that's why we wrote the book, actually. We wanted to do something together and leave together. We're such good friends that we wanted to do a project, some kind of a project that would be fun and that we would spend more time together, enjoying life together. And this book, we're such good friends. We already have that strong bond, but this book actually bonds us even more so. And now we are able to leave something behind together that we worked on. So that's kind of really
So when we started getting together to talk about this book, we would have lunch together, but we were so busy talking, we didn't have time to eat. And so we decided, okay, forget the lunch, let's have a tea time. And so we get together now and we have tea and we talk and we just have a great time, even if we're talking about the book.
That sounds great. That sounds really great. You guys, it seems like your friendship is so positive that it affects the world around you. And that's a very great thing that we have to thank you for. We'll be right back to the Focus Show with some commercials.
Whoa, man, you just hit my car. Chill out, man. I didn't even hit your car. I'll show you chill out.
That was a bit of an overreaction. In order to manage your anger better and make sure events like this don't happen to you, here are a few small pieces of advice that you can follow. Think before acting. Take deep breaths. By following just these 2 pieces of advice, we can all start to live much healthier, happier lives.
What do I want to drink? Let's see. I think I'll get a water. Give me all the nutrients I need. Welcome back to the Focus Show. We have more questions. So how did you guys' life experiences come into making this book?
Practice what you preach, I think, is a good message, and it's a good saying. My mom used to always say that to me. And so our life experiences, we're trying to live a life of significance. trying to live life fully and live in the moment and make a difference in other people's lives and be positive. I've spent 31 years as a professor at CNU, and many people have told me, many of my alumni tell me what a difference you've made in my lives, Dr. Spiller. I mean, I'm grateful to you. You know what? I'm grateful to them. I was blessed with having such strong relationships with my students, and now still continue to have relationships with alumni. I've been with my colleagues and all the people at that university, my home away from home. I felt so blessed that that was part of living life to the fullest, of making a difference in other people's lives, but also them making a difference in my life. So I think that is what living a life of significance means. It means making a difference in someone's life and truly caring. And today's day and age, so much in our world is negative. If we are positive, there's so much that we're all blessed for in this world and our lives. We need to cherish and take care of our life and live it the fullest and the best that we can.
We are so fortunate. I grew up in a family that taught me we have a space to fill that space, and then give back. And that's what we try to do. If you stop and think about it, look how easy and how grateful we are for what we have today. All we have to do is go to a switch and touch it and turn a light on. Turn the knob and water comes out. How blessed we are to live in an environment and in a country where we have such benefits.
Yeah, we truly are blessed, and I'm definitely very grateful to have all of that. With everything that's so negative going on in today's day and age, does that interfere with you guys in any way, or how do you guys respond to that?
You try to stay above it. You are always in control of yourself. You can't control everything in every situation, and our book actually talks about that in some of the different rules, about how you can focus and be positive, and you can always make a difference. You can do whatever you personally can do. One of the giving back, one of the rules is give back. Everyone should give back. We all should give back. Doesn't matter if you don't have millions and zillions of dollars to give back in big ways, but you can give back in small ways. That will make our world better, and it makes you a happier person, and that helps you again to live a life of significance. So every single rule in here is something that you yourself can encompass, and that you can do or become a better you. And that's what we're striving to do with our book.
I can remember a daughter saying to me one day, I had said to her, "Don't forget to," and she said, "Mommy, why don't you say always remember?" And so I have put that in my brain, and so there's no more don't forget. It's an always remember for me, and that's a very positive feeling.
Very positive. If there was one rule that you guys could share to everybody on this earth, what would that one rule be?
For me, it would be to live a healthy life, to exercise, get plenty of sleep, eat the right foods, do the right things, and that's living healthy.
I agree. That whole section on healthy living is really important. I think there's a couple of specific rules beyond that. Pray and reflect. I think it's very important to not forget that we're all put on this earth by a maker, and regardless of what your beliefs are, I think that there is something that we should pray and have faith in, future life eternal. So I think that's important. I also think that we should cherish life. Life is a gift, and we have to, it goes back to your healthy living, take care of yourselves, because life truly is a gift, and we are all blessed to have that. So I think that would be an important rule of how to cherish life.
And we're so fortunate that you've invited us to share our platinum rules for enjoying life, and we wish for you a good and healthy life too.
Thank you. I wish the same to you guys.
Thank you.
And there you guys have it, the Focus Show, here with two of the most humble, wise women that I know, and we're glad to leave our message for you guys, and we'll catch you on the next one.